Welcome to the Girl Talk Mental Health. Girl Talk Mental Health dares to go where others won't. We unpack the hard truths about mental health, dissect trending topics, and challenge the stereotypes and stigmas holding us back. From navigating the 6 dimensions of wellness to redefining social norms, this is more than a discussion. It's a revolution in how we care for our minds and souls. Ready for bold, honest conversations that spark change? Let's dive in. It's time for real talk with real impact.
Sex, pleasure, and desire are not just physical, they're deeply emotional, spiritual, and mental. So if you're struggling to want it, to enjoy it, to even talk about it, you're not broken and you are not alone. This week on Girl Talk Mental Health, we're opening the door to real conversations about healing, intimacy, and feeling safe in your body again. Today, we have special guest, Dr. Aissa, and she's talking about something rarely discussed in safe, sacred spaces: sex and pleasure. Not in a raunchy way, but in a real, redemptive way. If you've ever felt broken, burdened, or blocked in your intimacy, this is for you. So, welcome, Dr. Aissa, to the stage. Absolutely. How you doing this morning, this
I am
evening, this
doing
wherever
fantastic.
we at?
I am doing fantastic.
Great. So you ready to have this very impactful conversation?
Absolutely. I love talking about this stuff, and I feel like we should just talk about it more. So let's get started.
Absolutely. And I'm glad because this is like I like diversity, and this one right here is really like tipping that scale of diversity because people are like, some people gonna be clutching their pearls, I know, baby, but hey, it's a part of life. How you think you got here? Now I'm just playing.
Yeah, exactly. We got to talk about it, and I feel like we just don't talk about it enough. And then so many of us just suffer in silence. So the first step is just talking about it, so people know that they are not alone in suffering issues like this.
Right. So let them know who they're talking to. Give them a little information about your beautiful self.
Yeah, so thank you. My name is Dr. Aissa McGuirl. I am a holistic fitness coach and a pelvic floor physical therapist. So I see orthopedic conditions, so neck pain, back pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, pretty much pain in all areas of the body. But I also treat and see people with pelvic floor conditions. So that is things like incontinence, prolapse. You have like this pressure feeling in like your pelvic region. But this is also associated with a lot of these aches and pains that we experience as well. And to kind of like tie this all into the topic, a lot of times when people are struggling with pelvic floor issues, one of the signs is if you're having pain with intimacy. Potentially you're not enjoying intimacy, or maybe you don't even want intimacy because it's all deeply related into our health.
Good. They're going to
Yeah.
be ready for this topic. So you ready to dive into this conversation today?
Are they ready?
Are y'all ready? Do y'all need to go clean your ears out a little bit or something?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
always rewatch it. You can go join her. She's gonna give you the information you need within these next few minutes. So here we go. So how does mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or trauma affect someone's ability to feel and enjoy pleasure?
Yeah. So I'm not a mental health counselor, psychologist, or anything of that sort. So I'm just trained in kind of understanding the body. So I obviously understand like there's a whole bunch of reasons why we can have anxiety, depression, or any mental health related condition. But a lot of the times, a big part in any of these health related or mental health related conditions is our physiology and actually feeling safe within our skin. And a lot of us don't even feel safe within our bodies. And this is in terms of what we're eating. Like our food is literally just being toxic to our body. How we move. Some of us don't move enough, and that is toxic to our body. And some of us are really tight, and our bodies need movement. We are creatures of movement. And because we don't move enough and we don't move well, this is all going to affect how our body feels, but this also affects our mental health. And our mental health and how our body feels is going to affect our sexual function. And one major area that I often find is our lives are so hectic. We have kids, we have work, maybe we're working out, maybe we have our friends, we have all these things going on. And our body is in this constant do, has to be everywhere at all at once, doing all these different things. And we never actually get a chance to just sit and just be present in our body. And when we're doing all these different things and we never actually get a chance to sit and feel what our body is feeling, our body is in this constant like go survival state. So our body is internalizing this, and this is going to play an impact on anxiety, depression, and sexual dysfunction at itself.
That's some good information.
Yeah, yeah.
Sex is important, people, that's how people do alleviate a lot of the anxiety and stress and trauma. As studies pretty much show that, like, when people, sex is one of those, releases.
Yeah, but what if it hurts, or what if you don't want it? Like you're losing out on some of the key benefits of sex.
Those desire blockers.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest blockers is just our lifestyle. So like I'm a movement expert, and one of the ways to kind of like help your body be a little bit like safer, feel comfortable, like help your body heal, it's movement. That's like a big part in what I do. But one of the biggest things, it's our lifestyles that are so hectic. And the hard part is like, what are we supposed to do? Get rid of our kids? What are we supposed to do? Quit our jobs? Like there's so many like different factors, all these things at play. But one of like the best things that you could do is kind of just be able to manage your stress more. And I found that yes, there's some things that you might be able to kind of like take out, substitute here, say maybe, hey, I'm not doing this. But one of the best ways that you're able to allow your body to feel safe is allowing your body to move better so your body physically feels safe.
Now, what's a way that something easy that they can do at home or whatever, or they can connect with you either way? That the body movement thing. What's one of the things people can do? What's that?
Your breath. So our breath is the foundation of movement. And like you're going to hear it in like yoga practices, meditation practices, like just, sorry, you're going to hear it in like all these different practices, just like tap into your breath. And that's one of the ways like you're able to allow your body to feel safe. But your breath is actually the foundation of how we move. But the thing is, because of like all these different factors, a lot of us can't even breathe properly. So we're taking all these stressful breath throughout the day, kind of reinforcing this stressful pattern. So one of the best things that you are able to start to do is just fully connecting with our breath in the proper sequence and kind of getting your body used to this over time, so that your breath, like just tapping in with your breath when you're sitting here, when you're laying down in bed, and particularly when you're doing some core exercises and like exercises in the gym, it allows your body to feel safe and heal, and it allows your body to be able to function better in all these different aspects in terms of your mental health, your physical health, and it makes sex better as well because, like I said, I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist. We have our breath, which is deeply tied into our core. So our core is our diaphragm, which is our breathing muscle. So that's kind of like it sits below our rib cage. We have our deep abs in front. So that's a big portion of what people typically think of as core. There's some back muscles in the back. And a portion of that is your pelvic floor. So in order to orgasm, these pelvic floor muscles need to be able to contract. But if we aren't connected with our breath, these muscles don't contract like they say that they're used to or supposed to. And that's a orgasm. So when people are able to connect with their breath better, these pelvic floor muscles contract better. They lengthen better, which it could be a portion of why sex hurts. But you're able to, like, sex doesn't hurt, but you're actually able to enjoy it better as well.
Oh Lord, you got me over here clutching my pelvics and stuff and breathing,
No, don't clench.
and clutching.
Don't clench. Don't clench.
Oh, don't clench. Okay, relax.
Don't clench. Yeah, don't clench. Yeah. So our pelvic floor, it needs to be able to lengthen and relax, and it needs to be able to contract as well. So like your bicep. So a lot of us understand like our bicep right here. It needs to be able to lengthen. So like if you're like carrying groceries or something, this muscle needs to lengthen. But if you need to pick something up, it contracts as well. Our pelvic floor does the same exact thing, but because it's so important in the foundation of how we move, we just need to show it a little bit of love. And we do that by connecting with our breath.
Okay. So don't clutch, relax the pelvic area.
Do both. Do both.
I'm working on it. I'm
Do you
single,
want me
so
to?
this thing ain't worked for a minute. But hey, I got to get ready for him or whatever, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Always getting ready. Always getting ready. I can show you
Get
how.
ready, so I have to get ready.
Yeah, yeah. Always in preparation. I can show you how. Do you want me to show you how to connect with your breath?
Come, are you up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let me wait.
Okay.
Let me put you on the
All right.
scene.
So you're gonna sit up as tall as you can. And I want to preface this by saying in sitting, it's a little bit more difficult, but if you try this laying on your side, you're going to feel things a little bit better just because you're taking away gravity and your muscles don't have to work as hard. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a breath in through your nose, make sure your mouth is closed. My mouth is going to be open because I'm talking to you. And you're going to feel everything expand and get bigger. You're going to feel air move into your chest, sides of your rib cage, your belly, back, and lengthening through your pelvic floor as you slowly breathe in. This is the relaxation component. So everything needs to be able to relax, expand, and lengthen. And when you exhale, this is that contraction of that pelvic floor. This is that contraction of those deep ab muscles as you slowly, fully exhale while still kind of keeping this height in your spine. So we'll try it again. Full breath in through your nose. Slow, full exhale. And as you exhale, you'll feel that gentle lift of your pelvic floor. You'll feel compression of your lower belly, middle belly, and then your rib cage as you slowly, fully exhale. So this is kind of like that foundation. And like I said, it's a little bit harder in this position just because we have gravity acting upon us. But if you're laying on your side, that takes away some of the efforts from gravity. So it's easier to start to feel it. And you want to start this in the easiest position possible just to give your body more success. And just like you would in the gym, over time you increase the weight, you make things harder, you eventually build muscle. So you start off in an easier position, like on your side, you're able to do it in different positions. And then these muscles get stronger over time. And you also get more mobility in these muscles over time. And this is what allows our bodies to function like they're supposed to.
Okay, so let's think about this part because it's probably throwing a lot of people off, especially when we're talking about sex. What role does shame, especially religious and cultural shame, play in blocking intimacy or sexual desire?
Yeah. So, in terms of like religious regions, so I know some of us are taught to wait till marriage. Some of us just delay it. No shame from coming from me. No shame in that. But in doing that, these muscles they can get tighter and tighter over these years. And then maybe once you do get married, maybe once you do finally have intercourse, these muscles are so tight they are not letting anything in, or when they do let something in, they hurt. So this is where seeing a pelvic floor physical therapist is extremely vital, but also like what you're able to do on your own is allow your nervous system to calm down and allow these muscles to relax. So like I was just talking about before, we talked about that breathing. We felt everything expand and get bigger. That is also allowing those pelvic floor muscles to lengthen because when these muscles are so tight and you try to put something in there, they aren't going to let go. So it's going to hurt. So this not having it and potentially even like this shame around it, like our bodies are tensing up. They're hiding away. So our muscles are doing the same thing. So one, it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to want it. So regardless of what your religious situation is, it's okay. Sex is pleasure. Sex is a normal part of life. And even if we do want to talk about it with our friend, talk about it with like a professional, it's okay because it is an essential part of life, not just in terms of like reproduction, but even our pleasure as well, because we can get extreme pleasure from sex. We can actually enjoy it. And this could actually improve our health and it feels good, you know?
Now I know you just said it, but I just want to re-stress it. Like for a woman like me who is single and abstinent, not having sexual contact, what can they do like to keep it loosened and stuff? And because if you're not having sex, then I know it's probably come see you or would you say that what is it? Or what
Yeah.
we
So
let me let you answer the question. What would be your suggestion?
yeah. So it all depends. So if you are experiencing actual issues, hold on one second. Yes.
I need the towel so this don't.
All right, go get one out of the washer. Sorry, mom duty. Mom duty. Um, so it depends on where you're coming from. So if you're coming from a place where you actually have issues in that area, especially if you're a little bit older, especially if you have more issues, it's like not just your pelvic floor, you're dealing with potentially hormonal issues, your neck hurts, your back hurts. That is more a sign of you should definitely go see a professional.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you aren't sexually active, if your body is moving like it's supposed to, you have mobility, you have kind of like control of these muscles. Like it doesn't necessarily have to hurt. Like as long as you're moving, as long as you're moving your body appropriately, these muscles can be doing what they're supposed to.
Okay.
So that maybe like when you are a little bit more sexually active, it might be a little bit more uncomfortable just because those muscles are a little bit tighter. Yeah.
And like you said, just keep moving, like exercising, yoga, have an active life. Even if you're
Yes.
not sexually active, have an active life.
Yeah. So
Keep it
yeah.
moving.
Yeah. So and I'm gonna share with you guys at the end. I have a mobility challenge, but keeping these things moving in terms of just like your movement, it's really important. I can't. I'll get it for you after though. Okay. You can use that shirt right there. All right.
She
Use
want to
that
be
shirt.
seen. Is it a girl?
Yes.
Yeah, put it on the camera. She want to. She got to see what you're doing real quick. That's the only way.
She.
Oh, she doing something.
She just wants to ask me something just because she knows
Oh,
I'm on a call.
yeah, that's what they do. That's why I say put on the camera. Let her see what you're doing. She
Yeah.
want to see who you talking to.
Yeah. She doesn't care any other way, but as soon as I get on a call, she's like, I gotta talk. I gotta talk.
Oh, well, hey, this is a perfect spot for us to have a quick commercial break. That way people can soak in all of that, what you're saying, and you could help the baby out for a couple of seconds or whatever. But we'll be right back after this quick commercial.
Welcome to the Girl Talk Mental Health. Do you ever feel like you're running on empty? Stuck in the same cycle?
Okay.
Or just trying to keep it all together?
Nope.
You're not alone.
After.
Stress,
Okay.
depression, burnout, and self-doubt are real, but they don't have to control your life. Imagine feeling empowered, balanced, and truly at peace. At Girl Talk Mental Health, we're diving deep into the real conversations that help you heal, grow, and thrive. From breaking stigmas to actionable strategies. We're here to empower you to take back control of your mental wellness and reclaim your time, your energy, and your joy. Follow us now for expert insights, uplifting conversations, and the tools you need to transform your life. It's time for real talk with real impact. Girl Talk Mental Health. Real conversations, real change. Follow us today at Virginia Dalmenning.
Welcome back to the second half of Girl Talk Mental Health. And we have a special guest, Dr. Aissa. And if you missed the first half, you better go back and watch it because she dropped some real nuggets for if you abstaining from sex like your girl right here, or if you are in a place where sex, you want it, you love it, but it just isn't as pleasurable as you would like for it to be. So you ready for the second half, doctor?
Oh, I'm ready.
So, what are three practical ways? And you gave us a lot of great information on the first half. So, what are three practical ways someone can start reconnecting with their bodies and experience healthy, joyful sex again?
All right. So one thing that we didn't talk about before, so we'll talk about the breath again, but is nutrition. So nutrition is literally what we're made of and what fuels us. So one of the best ways to help your pelvic floor region is give your body good food. So good food that fuels us, that supports your hormones, because if your hormones are all over the place due to a terrible diet, that's going to make you not want it as well. It's going to overburden your system. It's going to make you more bloated, which is going to cause more pressure in there, which is going to make things not feel as well. So having a good diet is essential. And when I say good diet, I'm not necessarily saying you have to follow like a specific diet, you have to be a vegan or anything of that sort. I'm saying just eat more whole foods, cook your food, have protein, have plants, and make that a big component of your diet. And that helps your hormones, which helps your whole body, but it also helps your reproductive parts, so that sex is also better. One of the biggest tips: eat roughly three to four times per day, because I know I'm talking to women, 3 to 4 times per day, protein and plant source in each meal, and then eat your carbs at the end of your meal. So this just gives our body what it needs to function throughout the day. So our hormones are able to function throughout the day, and so our body is able to feel safe, so our body can function like it's supposed to. So eat good food, eat good food. And like a lot of the things that we do eat, like if we're going out to like restaurants, we're getting fast foods, we're getting things of the sort, a lot of the things, if we just cook it by ourselves, it could be so beneficial for us. So eat good. Second thing, take some things off of our plate. So a lot of us take on so many different tasks, but we're spread so thin. So saying no to some things doesn't have to be everything, but saying no to some things. Maybe your friend wants to go out through the weekend, but you feel exhausted. Like you feel like you don't even, like, yeah, you love them, but I want my space. It's okay to say no. It's okay to take your time and actually take some time for yourself. And this brings me to number 3. So if we are taking time for ourselves, so we could do a whole bunch of things for ourselves. We could watch a movie, we can go get our nails done, we can get our hair done. But a lot of the times when we take time for ourselves, a lot of us are we taking time for ourselves to do something better for our body. So in this time that we're taking for ourselves, you can do all the things that you love to do, but please make some of this time about like actually taking care of like this inner stuff. And yeah, it's the mental aspect, but it's this physical aspect as well, because if our physical body is stressed, we can't move well, like we're really tight, we're really like we're in survival mode, our mental is going to feel it as well. So in this time, when you are taking some time for yourself, things like mobility work, things like core work, and I'm not talking the ab machine at the gym where which is most people think that is like that's core work. Yeah, it kind of is, but it's not really necessarily the thing that you likely need. So when I say core work, I'm talking about, like I said before, that those deep core muscles, getting those muscles to be a little bit stronger, work a little bit better, because that is our breath. That is what's telling our body that it's safe. So that when we go do all of these other things, when we got to go back out into the world and be superwoman, our body is able to handle it. And then some strength training. And I know a lot of us don't want to do strength training. Like we feel like we're going to get bulky. We don't want big muscles, but these muscles are so important in your hormones, because a lot of us have blood sugar. Like this is a hot word, blood sugar, that is all over the place. And when your blood sugar is all over the place, that is more damage. That's more inflammation. That's more burden on our body. And that's your hormones being all over the place as well. But when we have more muscle, our body has a little bit more stable blood sugar, so that our hormones are a little bit better. But also, this muscle allows us to do so much more throughout the day. And these muscles support our pelvic floor and our deep core as well. So we need some more strength training.
Okay, so and earlier you mentioned about, I mean, this show is, I mean, I guess the name is misleading, like Girl Talk Mental Health, but we do have some men who are faithful viewers and everything, and we talking about the pelvic. So, men have pelvic? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
they
don't
do.
know. Whatever
Here,
that kind
let
of,
me.
they don't really think about it with men or whatever. But so what can men do to help the women? Because if the women, they are the ones who being inserted to, which is causing the pain for them. So what can men do to help women, or be more understanding or knowledgeable in that area?
Yeah, so let's address two things. So men have a pelvic floor too. Men can experience problems similar to this, but different.
Mhm.
So they could have the leakage, they could have potentially some constipation, they could have erectile dysfunction. They might not be able to keep it up. So they can experience problems in this area as well. Similarly, all the things I just talked about for women, they could help men as well. It's
Mhm.
slightly different just because men are different in terms of their brain, their nervous system, and their hormones as well. But men have a pelvic floor as well. But in order to help your partner, and I think this goes in kind of like this is probably more of your area of expertise, but just being supportive of
Mhm.
your partner, listening to your partner, um, because a lot of the times this isn't something that they're trying to do. They're not trying to have these issues. It's just something that is happening. But being supportive of your partner, and then also understanding that sex starts outside of the bedroom.
Mhm.
So if your partner, she just had a long day. She hates her job. She came home, house is a mess, and I gotta clean the house. Oh, I gotta cook too. Laundry is all over the place, and these kids are screaming. Who's gonna want it? Who's gonna want it? Other scenario, coming from work, maybe you still had a stressful day, but the house is clean, dinner's made, the kids are somewhere quiet. She's more likely to say, "Hey, come here." And part of that is because of that nervous system component as well. Because if our nervous system is so amped up in survival mode, I got to do this, I don't want it.
Right.
But if you feel safe, like your body's saying, hey, I feel safe, your body's going to want it more because you're not trying to do all of these different things. And there's also like the hormonal aspect as well in terms of like the stress hormones and whatnot. But all of those things are at play. But just understand, like understanding where your partner is coming from, understanding like this is not what they're trying to do. Be patient with them, but also kind of even just taking some load off of your partner and might
That's good.
might work. Yeah,
That's good. Well, we have my favorite part of the show, and that is the spotlight question. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, what's one mindset shift or action step you believe could transform how we approach mental health in our daily lives?
I want people to believe that they are in control of your body, in control of their body. Like, regardless of what situation you've been in, yes, things have happened, things are currently happening, but we are in control of our body. And when we just start to believe that, like we tell ourselves on a consistent basis, like this diagnosis, this isn't me, this symptom isn't me. And we start to believe like, hey, I can get better. And we take the steps to actually get better. You can see your health, your mental health, your physical health, how your body looks, your sexual health, all of these things improve when we just start to make that shift in that we are in control of our body and there's so much that we could do about it. And we believe that this can happen.
That's good. Well, Dr. Aisha, I'm
Aisa,
Aisa. You know, we have
you've been good
conversations.
most of the
I'm
time.
sorry. And I'm
It's
a whole
okay.
English major, and I just have problems with pronouncing some things. I just charge it to my heart, okay?
It's
So
okay. It's okay.
let the audience know where they can connect with you, and then if you have a special offer for them.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Dr. Aissa underscore DR period AISSA underscore. I post a lot of tips on stuff like this in terms of sexual health, pelvic health, but also fitness and nutrition and lifestyle related because it's all the same thing. I have a YouTube channel where I post stuff like this and talk about all of these things in a little bit more depth. It's called connectthebodydots.com on YouTube. My website is connectthebodydots.com. My special offer for you guys, if you are struggling with any issues of this sort, one of the first things that I do with any of my clients, any of my pelvic floor patients, there's a whole bunch of other things. Yes, we could do like internal work, we could do the manual stuff, but a lot of the times I just give them mobility exercises. So if you follow me on my Instagram, one of the first links in my bio is a free mobility guide. So it's going to have mobility exercises for people who are beginners, some people that might be a little bit more intermediate or advanced. So you can just start to do these exercises and you're going to start to notice, hey, my pelvic floor, not experiencing as much symptoms. Hey, I don't feel as tight as much. Hey, my back pain is starting to go away. Hey, my neck, it actually feels better. And I deeply tie this into our breath.
That is good. So y'all need to go ahead and connect with her. And I want you to know that Girl Talk Mental Health, and you can see today, is unlike most shows that gloss over real issues or issues that are taboo. But we go deeper. We unpack the link between trauma, emotions, and intimacy. And this talk was not just about sex. It's about your wholeness. So this is your permission to heal, feel, and experience joy again. God created pleasure, and your healing includes it. So we'll see you next week for another awesome episode of Girl Talk Mental Health. Go and connect with the doctor. Get that pelvic floor in order so that you can enjoy your sexual experiences. And the mobility part is what got me, child. I mean, that really got me. We go,
Oh, just wait. Just wait till you feel it.
So thank y'all. We'll see you next week for another awesome episode.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for Girl Talk Mental Health. Remember, your mental health is your wealth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to at Virginia Del Manning.